What a world. It's fucking, I was just reading my texts. I got a text. I get texts on one of my phones. But, I get them on all my phones. Anyway, I have like probably over 20 customers I plow for. I plow snow. And there's every one of them, they always tip me. They fucking thank you. I get like thank you notes, Christmas cards. They all love my shit. And there's one guy he's got a duplex, it's like an apartment complex, but it's not quite. It's like a big building, but it's kind of like odd. It's got like 3 apartments on one floor, 5 on the other. It's a big. It's not square. It's a. I don't know how many apartments he's got, but he's got multiple units. In the place. And it's got a big dirt parking lot, and but I swear every single time I plow this guy, it's always something, man. It's like. The guy has no problem holding back. You did a lousy job. But yesterday I plowed it, and the other day I plowed it. Last time we had 2 storms in a row. It was like literally back to back. We had one storm, and then it was like 3 days, and then it was like 2 days. Literally like a day or 2 later, we had another storm. So it kind of hurt me because my tractor got buried in the first storm. But I always do his driveway with the parking lot. It was the first job I bid this year, so I kind of gave him a good price. I gave him like he pays good money. He's paying fucking $80 a storm, but which is good. But it's not really worth it. It's a lot of wear and tear. Like that sounds great. That sounds fantastic. But don't forget these. My truck's expensive. It's plus gas and stuff, tires, whatever. It's a gamble. Plowing is a gamble. One little fucking bad thing can. I make $2,000 a storm, but don't forget one tow or one transmission or something. That's $2,000. We work for nothing, A lot of guys that plow snow have worked for fucking 48 hours and turn around and realize they haven't made a dime. Happens a lot. But especially when we had the older trucks with the old shitty transmissions and shit. But anyhow. Yeah, this guy's always got something to say. It's like, but last time I plowed, it was like 4 or 5 days ago, and it's a dirt parking lot, so it's like it was warm out for a couple days, so all the tire tracks turned into ruts and shit, and then it freezes, then it thaws, and then all of a sudden it snowed on it when it was warm, so it was like mud, and then they put a layer of snow on it. So I'm trying to pull out the snow off, but it's turning into freaking. The minute I dropped the plow, I was literally dropping the plow, going to go forward, and the truck would stop because it's like literally like trying to dig down. It thinks that the dirt was snow. But yeah, so I'd have to lift up the plow, and it did a horrible job. It was a horrible job. It looked horrible. There's nothing I can do about it. It's like I gotta what can I do about it? I can't do anything about it. And then he's got another friend of mine that goes and does the sand afterwards, sands it. I don't know why he went and sanded it after, but yeah, he messaged me today telling me how horrible of a job it was. And I could have told him that. I don't know why he had to message me saying that. I could have told him that. But it is what it is. Another thing is I'm not going to destroy my equipment I have to weigh it out, Yeah, I know it's going to be shitty looking, and I could spend a little more time and make it a little better, but then again, how much... I'm not going to destroy my truck over some fucking, I'm not going to destroy my truck to make $80. It's just not going to happen. And yeah, it's a dirt driveway to begin with. If it's dirt, I shouldn't even go near it. I didn't even really like the job to begin with it. I took it because I was like, I'll go easy, I waited out, and I took the job. And it was the first one I bid this year. So you don't know if other people are going to call you and want jobs, So, and it turned out to be a great year. So I was glad I took the job. But yeah, it's funny because he finally messaged me and it's like, it's not working out. I'm like, well, just pay Eddie to do it. And it's like I try my best. It's not like I purposely don't do a good job. I'm not, to be honest, I'm going to be 100% honest. I am not happy with the job and how it came out either. I very, very dissatisfied with how it comes out. But yeah, what it is, and once I made what it was is too, when I make a swipe, I didn't want to keep going over it because every time I was going over it, I'm ripping up the guy's driveway. And then he'd be crying, and I'm ripping up his driveway. He'd be crying that I ripped up all the dirt. I took the whole layer of fucking dirt off his driveway. It's like, and I think it's almost intentional sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. I think, you know, some people, they're always, but yeah, I'm not gonna turn around and be like, oh, well, you know what, just don't pay me for it then. That's not gonna happen if that's the kind of shit, if they look smart. Sorry, I tried my best. But yeah, I used to like let stuff like that get to me, the prep. Customer's always right kind of shit. No, I don't. That's for people that really, really need the customer. Me, I really don't. I appreciate his business, but at the same time, sorry. Hey, yeah, no, I know it didn't come out good. I knew it didn't. I wasn't happy with it. I just had to weigh it out, Each time I moved, he said what he had is he had another guy that usually sands, go back and do my work after. I think it got cold, and I plowed the snow off of the dirt, because it was mud. I was plowing, it was mud underneath it. And I imagine once I removed the snow, it might have froze, so it was a little easier for the next guy to go in and clean it up. But when I was plowing it, it was like plowing on muddy fucking parking lot. Wasn't working. I'm going forward, and the truck's stopping because it's like just trying to grab the dirt. It's just trying to grab ground, and it's not meant to do that. It's meant to, my truck's not a bulldozer; it's a fucking plow truck. And no, that's what happened. It was man, it was bad. It was like literally they stopped the truck dead. And it's the only place I have that happen to, too. It's weird. There was one other guy I did yesterday with a dirt parking lot. I don't know if it's my plow's real heavy. I got a real heavy plow. My plow's a very, very heavy duty, top of the line. They don't make a better one. And I think the other guy is using an aluminum plow. And that might do it right there. Just because they float. What it is they float. They got a chain that holds them up. Basically, if the plow is on a chain, and when you load a plow, you drop that chain, and then the plow is laying on the ground. Now, if my plow is heavier than the other guy's, mine's going to want to dig down where his might float across the mushy ground. Where mine, what I mean? And I honestly think that's what happens. But yeah, because mine, once I dropped that plow, I literally dropped my plow, and I had to go on the button and give it a couple clicks up, lift it off the ground. I literally had to hold it off the ground. Otherwise, it was digging down. It was digging down, like literally taking a chunk out of the ground. And instead of just like going across the ground, it was literally trying to go down. Like it was trying to lift the ground, like the ground was snow. And I had to hold it. But yeah, I know he messaged me saying it ain't working, and I agree. So, but yeah, I don't intentionally try to do a bad job. Just sometimes it happens. I know God don't want me going. Maybe God don't want me doing that guy's yard. I don't know. Sometimes I have to look at things in a supernatural way, because I am tuned into God pretty well. So sometimes God, God definitely pulls me out of some places, Yeah, see ya.